This video is about a roof rack I designed many years ago and used on various cars, and I kept modifying it to adapt to the next vehicle I buy. Here's the plans, and I'll walk you through some of the features.
What we have is on this 1-inch tubing. It's 48 inches across, and there's a bolt here. It's like a jam bolt, so you can actually bring this out all the way. This rod here is 3/4 of an inch steel, 24 inches. So when it's stowed, each one is stowed 24. This is 48, so it's super solid. To lock it off, you just cinch this thing up. I've also got, when I pull it out, I made a little ding on the metal here, so that gives me the how far out it comes. Now we know it comes out 24, so if the ding is here, it's still engaged quite a bit. So normally at this ding, that's good for 2 canoes, and that's sticking out about 13.5 inches. But since I'm going to Toronto tomorrow, we're gonna stow everything and torque that up again. So also the major 1-inch beam across, there's a welded 1/2-inch bolt that runs. I put 2 washers here to give me a little more height here to get the canoe angle right, and down here is just a nut and washer bolted to the official Mazda rack, which is bolted to the car's frame in these positions. And that's that setup. Let me show you the front end. I was going to show everybody how I attach these bits. Just open stuff right here. So this is, you buy webbing from Mech, and you cut length accordingly. And you can see here what I've done is I just made it maybe 8 inches times 2. I burned a hole, or soldering iron, and then put the official screw that was already there back in. So there's the screw just like that. And I got 2 of them. So when I'm not carrying a canoe, I just tuck that in there and there. So like that, and then I just slam the trunk and that's it. Also down on the back end here, I don't use the back end as much, but I've done something similar where I have these straps. So that's this here. So what you do in that case, there's 2 straps. One could be inside for tying stuff. It's the same idea, it's secure with a screw. On this one on the outside. So if I have 2, which I do, there's the other one, you can just close the hatch, and now you've got 2 for the 2 canoes, or 1 canoe, whatever you want. But I don't really use the back ones very often. But if you're going on a long trip, maybe you would use it. So that's the setup. And the wrench, just so I can spot it in my tool thing, is 9/16. I put a piece of yellow tape on it so I can easily see it when I'm looking for it. And that's it. Ready to go. This is my bow line. So if there's 2 canoes, I basically crisscross it between the 2 canoes, and that stabilizes it. And when you're driving, pretty straightforward. I have these 2 straps here, and I'll show you when I take the canoe off how that's attached. Here. Alright, then go this way. Basically a 12-foot strap. And it slings over the top, and then you feed both ends over and tie it off on this side. If you don't cross them, you can feed the strap right over. Get yourself under it, and then off the car, and then work your way around all the vehicles and into the garage. And we've got a couple obstacles in the way.
So you can see the rack can handle 3 canoes easily. I've also had 2 canoes on it, right side up, loaded, and then you strap everything in, for short shuttles. The one thing I would maybe change as a product improvement would be to use round tubing. It might be a little less noisy on the highway. The square tubing tends to be not aerodynamic and give off quite a bit of noise when there's no boat on it. The round tubing might be better, more of an aerodynamic shape. The other product improvement I would do is buy stainless steel tubing, and then that way you don't have to paint it every few years and contend with rust. It's not a big issue, but it would be nicer. And stainless steel tubing generally is about 2 or 3 times the price of carbon steel. But on the whole, it would be a nicer look, I think. Well, I hope you liked the content of this video. If you liked it, leave a like or a comment. And we'll see you next time.